Welcome back. So I wanted to start a new project alongside all the other stuff we're doing based on what's called Pirkei Avos, the ethics of the fathers. And what this is a compilation of advice from some of the greatest Jews in the history of Judaism. It's a work that's put together, and although it's written by some of the greatest minds that were busy with some of the most complicated thoughts, but this is very simplistic words and rules to live by. Now, it doesn't only apply to Jews. This is just a book that was written for the Jews, but it applies to everybody. Everybody has a place in the world to come. This is the introductory sentence before we get into the actual work. And I think that it is very telling of the way things work in Judaism. On the one hand, we have very high expectations. This is not a religion where we could just say, I'm sorry. There are things that are expected of us, and we need to live up to those expectations. At the same time, we understand that if you throw somebody in and you tell them all the stuff that's going to go wrong or scare them, then they might give up. So before we even begin to talk about all these ideas and suggestions and advice that these great sages gave, the first thing we say is every Jew has a place in the world to come. And like I said, every person has a place in the world to come, if they do the right things. Now we can jump in and find out what those right things are. And I think it's very, very interesting that these are the same people that are such brilliant, great minds, and they're talking about very, very simple rules: how to be good, how to be kind, how to be charitable, how to, stretch your wisdom from very practical suggestions. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And like I said, I think it's applicable to everybody. We can all learn something from these lessons. It is a compilation of many, many rabbis. Each rabbi basically gives a few pieces of advice, from one piece of advice to maybe 3 or 4 or 5, very simple thoughts. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. So, again, to sum up, every Jew has a place in the world to come, and every person has a place in the world to come. Now that we know that, we can work on our journey without being discouraged that we're going to fail. Looking forward to going on this journey with you guys. Stay tuned. I think you're going to like it.